There we go. Layer 6 through and through. Now, I would love to go to Spider still. That's the dream. Do I want to just go down, risk Roxanne? As long as she doesn't think us close to her, we could just leave her alone, and as long as we don't have to retreat from Spider, we'll be okay. I guess I don't have See Invisible yet, so ghost moths are going to be a pain in the butt. I think it's back out to Orc for us. Oh wait, St. Roca. Right, that's why we weren't doing Orc yet. Do I want to fight St. Roca right now? At the very least, we should do a bit of a rework on our spells. We never learned Irradiate, even though we talked about that while we were stuck in the Abyss a lifetime ago. Let's do that now, shall we? So now we do have the ability to blast around us in an emergency. Oglebs. We could think about unlearning Petrify now. That wouldn't be too bad. I want to keep LRD potentially long enough to go into Elf, because Elf has a lot of those green crystal walls. You can absolutely rampage through there if you're lucky. Guess what else are we looking at spell-wise just before we make a decision on where we're going? Bolt of Magma would be good. It's all that's really calling out to me right now, so we don't need to make any big changes at the very least right away. Let's maybe head to Orc. St. Roca's Smite is a pain in the butt, but we could head to the other stairway down at the very least. Oh, geez. Shouldn't have headed straight down into Orc 2 with that in mind, because I believe she's down here, Roca. Indeed she is. So, back up we go, let's not be stupid. And this is the stairway we want. Much better. Also, make sure we go into statue form, that's important. But otherwise, things are going fantastic. Yeah. Not too bad. We'll just try and keep a constant toxic radiation coming off of us. Holy cow. One took a real chunk of change there. Oh, I guess it was 2 turns probably while we took the step. 2 turns for the monsters, that is. Gotta remember how slow we are. Again, I think I mentioned this earlier, but the last time I used statue form, I was a Che worshipper, so I put more emphasis on the Che slow than I did on the statue form slow, even though both were irrelevant at the time. They definitely add up. Okie dokie. Let's take you upstairs. I think I can take you on. 1v1 me mid. Perfect. Then we can finally let all of our magic points regenerate here. Get enough for an entire new wave of toxicity. Oops. I accidentally cast the wrong spell. Luckily, not punished whatsoever. Let's not do that in a crucial point, though, if we can help it, please. Talking to my own brain there, of course. The one responsible for most of my mistakes in life, if not all. Okie dokie. Still in an okay place here. At least not in immediate danger of getting smote out of this world. I was going to say smited, but I don't think that's right. I think it's smote, right? Learning all kinds of, or not even necessarily learning, but exploring all kinds of conjugations today. Pluralizations, conjugations. Okay, don't put me next to Roca. Smitten, right? But smitten, I mean, I love it because it implies in some way that we are in love with the Orc priest, right? If we're smitten by them. But that's why I think that there must be a separate conjugation in some way, right? Also, welcome to the end vault of Orcure. I think, do we just have one scroll of teleport still? We do just still have one scroll of teleport. But Scroll of Fear is at least good enough to do a lot of the heavy lifting here, even if things start going real south. I also just want to make sure that these summons don't step to me. Let's see, who brought you into this world? That one. Oh, both of you were brought in by that one, who's almost dead. Nice. Orc priests falling like flies in the background, not too bad. Ooh, but another high priest coming. What's interesting is I want to... you know what, let's just do it. Condenser vein was what I was thinking about here, but I was debating stepping out first so we get even better coverage with the clouds, but let's not be ridiculous, shall we? Should be able to absolutely wreck anything that comes at us, especially with the lucky clouds that we got here. Love to see the negative energy. The one time that I do fully invite negativity into my life. Also, thanks, Jester. It's definitely been too long that I've just been locked up here. Don't even realize how tense I am the whole time, too. Just especially in this game where everything has been absolute chaos, but between you and Babs, I may be able to survive without dehydrating myself. Also, nice to see you again. Hope you've had a fantastic few weeks. Kind of lost track of all time after I took my trip up north. Okie dokie, don't have enough magic for OTR. Potion-wise, not in a great place. Oh, I almost wish I had stepped out Condenser Vein, then Potion of Attraction to everyone into the miasma, but alas, did not do so, so let's just deal with what we've got. Crap, yeah, everyone's mited, so this is starting to get real scary. I think what I'm going to do is, well, actually first, what kind of stores do we have here? Assorted antiques, a potion store, weapons and armor. Okay. Yeah, you've had no energy to watch us Chan streams. You're feeling better. Glad you're feeling better. Sorry to hear that you were in a rough spot there, but of course, yeah, happy that you took the time to take some self-care. Always important to be hyper aware of where we're at as a individual at times. But okay, gonna use the fear to hopefully get some of these buddies off of our back. And indeed, my trip was absolutely fantastic, Jester. It was a great opportunity to reset in many ways, figure some stuff out. Oof. Well, that didn't work quite as well as I'd like, so we're going to go one more fear scroll. Oh, it didn't hit everyone. Why are you two resisting? Stop resisting. Actually, why are the two of you resisting? I guess you didn't the first time, the High Priest. But, unfortunately, kind of need them to. We could try for one blink, I guess. That way we're only taking a potential smite to the face. I mean, I hate to do it. I always like to be exceptionally stingy, and this is our last blink scroll, but the fears aren't doing it. And if you can't put the fear of God into them, I guess we just blink out. Please don't smite me. Did I get hit by smite there? I feel like I must have, but no priests in view, so I can then read our only other teleport scroll. And everyone cross your fingers, because this is our last chance at getting out of here in one piece. We unfortunately don't have statue form anymore, which was very much critical to our survival here. we have any healing potions? No healing potions either. Let's go for a potion of curing. Everyone's shouting, making a lot of noise. Make some noise. Oh gosh, wait, why? Oh, I'm being smoked. Okay. Thought for a moment there that I was slowed or something without realizing it. Scroll of Fear. Come on, buddies. Why aren't you scared of me? One more Scroll of Fear. And one buddy we can take upstairs. Oh geez, what an adventure this has been. Let's run over here though. Run down here. Oh, they didn't fall. Is this a dead end? Oh no, okay, not quite. Just close to a dead end. Please fall? No, did not fall. Just keep trying to walk them over that pit, but as soon as we can turn ourselves to stone here, we should be okay. Perfect. Jesus. Game doesn't want to make it easy for us, that's for sure. And I know some people might argue, well, it's got to be the fact that we're playing with a god of pure chaos, but that can't be it. No, Zom wouldn't hurt us. Zom's our main deity up in the sky. Don't know if Zom, guess I can go here. Zom's a wild and unpredictable god of chaos. Right? Okay, perfect. No, articles. In my head, canon, I felt like Zom would have to be completely genderless because they are a sheer force of nature. Oh, snap. Zom, in response to us giving some positivity their direction, did manage to, or did decide to give us some friends to go through this with. It might actually be to our detriment, though. Okay, never mind, they're all dead. Perfect. Because it stopped us from doing our mass poison that we would much prefer to do. There we go. Now we can continue with the old plan, now with a full stack of mana and only half the monsters to deal with. In fact, that teleport into the deep end of the vault actually kind of worked out for us, because I feel like it allowed us to take out some of the Orc High Priests directly, instead of having to, wade through everyone else in order to get to them, or to have to rely on just OTR. We were able to get some stabs in, so I do think that that's actually a pretty subtle but huge advantage that we had. Oh, statue form, please. Don't leave me now. There we go, through the final vault without having to deal with Saint Roca hidden off in the corner. Also gives us access to our first official potion of haste. I'm hoping we have some more on us that have just been unidentified. And in fact, we should probably do some identifying shenanigans now that I think about it for a second. Because we have 6 scrolls of identify. Right. Let's get the rest of our scrolls figured out here. Hoping maybe our last scroll here is acquirement. Be a nice enchant armor. That's all good, game. Where else, or wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much if it was consistently good for us. On Maxwell's, if you move, it also stops the spell. Okay, that is what I was concerned about when you were mentioning having to channel earlier. That makes a lot of sense. Okie dokie. Faintly glowing broadaxe, no thank you. Could get another potion of haste, that's not bad, we'll at least mark it off. Vial of Floods could come in handy, get rid of those spellcasters. Ooh, I'll definitely buy 2 unidentified scrolls for cheap, cheap, cheap. Because, let's see, if we go to unidentified items, we only have 3, and one of them is acquirement. Hey game? Do us a solid here? Oh, is my inventory full? My inventory is full. Okay, I'll also have to do some rearranging. Let's drop this, drop this. Crossbow of Chaos. It's pretty cool, I don't want to drop it. Let's drop the stones, I don't think I'll be shattering or not shattering rather, but sandblasting anytime soon. Same with poison darts, out the window now. Staff of Conjuration I might keep on me just in case. Acrobat can go. And... I guess Scrolls of Noise. Carrying around 5 of those for some reason. Not totally useless, mind you. They can be kind of fun to use as an auxiliary benefit, but not actively useful in our current state of affairs at the very least. And fortunately, yet no weapons. Armor? I mean, I'll take that. One of the few hats that we're able to wear. I was really hoping for a jewelry shop, of course, but can't always get what you want. Though I don't mind having a nice little cap on our buddy here. Very cute. And that's for sale. Make sure I'm not missing anything here with a quick Control F find. Doesn't look to be so. Didn't realize this game you could play on browser. Yeah, so you can either download it, which is the way that I generally prefer to play it on my own. But specifically for right now, because we're playing in the tournament, any games that are played on the web server, or the web tiles as it's called, the way that I'm playing now, counts towards progression in the tournament. So we're trying out the other format here. Changes up a little bit what you see on the screen here. You don't get our inventory in the bottom right, but you get a nice big mini map. You also get a display of all monsters that are on screen at any point of time, or any point in time, which is nice. But the trade-off there is it's a little more tricky in some ways. You have to know a lot more of the hotkeys, or at least be willing to look them up. At any time you can hit question mark and you can manually look through this to find anything that you absolutely need. But it's definitely, a bit of a personal preference type thing, whether you play offline or online. And on top of that, actually, I think since the last time you watched, we've done a bit of a rearrangement of how I formatted the entire screen region for all you viewers here. Trying to get my face out of the way so that people can see everything that's going on, not miss out on any of the little minutia that we might come across. As well as having chat on screen, which I think is nice, potentially for the YouTube side of things. I know my mom occasionally watches my YouTube videos, and whenever she does, she brings up like, so where can I read what people are saying? So thought that might be nice to have a bit more transparency on both sides of things. Though it was definitely a pretty simple setup. I originally was trying to do some cool graphic design things, make borders everywhere, and it just looked like crap. Perfect. We're trying our best here not to run into Saint Roca, who we just saw a moment ago, while still doing our best to progress a little bit along the way here, get some experience heading our direction. And speaking of experience, it's been a little bit since I took a peek in this side of things. Should potentially train up some dodging in the background, but evocations is also very tempting to get cranked a little bit here. Fortunately, polearms doesn't have too much longer to go, and in fact, if I swing real quick, we're not quite swinging once per turn yet. We don't need to necessarily hit min delay, or the minimum, the quickest attack speed, I guess is the best way to put that for the less experienced viewers. With the weapon, we can just be happy with hitting at least once per turn, and then save any more training for the future. Even though it is a pretty solid weapon, the vampiric demon trident that we are wielding here. So I guess we will fly by the seat of our pants and have to make some runtime decisions when we get there. Perfect. Actually, I haven't even really been looking over to make sure that everything looks good with the browser version and the new like format I did. I did some testing early on, but very much new to some of the details of the OBS system. Which is an awkward way to say that I have to constantly check over just to make sure that I haven't completely screwed something up in the time since I last tested. But, okay, Saint Rocha once more. If you're on your own, can I take you? Smiting is the scary part. Doesn't need line of sight, hits real hard. 35 damage plus their longsword. Also, ouch. Honestly, not impossible. Okay, please notice me, but just a little bit. Okay, and that's first smite. Got lucky with the rolls, I think, because that definitely can be a whole lot worse than that. Fortunately, she is vulnerable to our poison, so I will try and take advantage of that. Are we any chance that we petrify her? 10%? Not great. I know we failed a lot of 10% on our side, but it usually doesn't work both ways. It's usually just us that get screwed by probabilities. But we can let Rocha close the distance here and try and irradiate her. And that should deal a nice chunk of change here. As long as we don't let ourselves get too contaminated. Dang. Not going great. So we can push her back with an IMB. And make another quick runtime decision. Definitely going okay, the fight. But it's getting to that scary make or break point where any turn she could die, but any turn we could die. I guess they could die. I don't actually know if Saint Rocha is a she. Let's check through our inventory real quick just to make sure there isn't something that we may want to take advantage of here. I mean, Mind Burst isn't great because she has good MR, or willpower, sorry. Scroll of Fear, same reason, won't be amazing. We have one Heal Wounds potion to get ourselves out of a mess. Maybe I should have used our one potion of haste at the very start of the fight to try and eke out some kind of advantage, but it is what it is. So let's throw out an Ice Blast, some guaranteed damage at the very least. Ooh, and we got lucky with the smite there. Didn't get dealt too much damage. Come on, guaranteed. Ooh, snap. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we make it out of that in one piece. So up we go. Tremor Stones, you think they work good on heavy armor users? Ooh, that definitely would have been something to at least give some thought to. I think they might hit us too. I always thought for whatever reason the Tremor Stones dealt extra damage to unarmored creatures. But I am definitely more than likely incorrect. But let's double check to see if it does hit us. A set of dormant magnetic earth elementals in the form of tiny, very heavy pebbles. When released, the elementals are drawn magnetically to the center of nearby monsters where they literally explode with rage at their rest being disturbed. I didn't actually know that was the lore behind it. That's fantastic. Tremor Stones usually land slightly off target and the user is always at risk of being hit. So not guaranteed. And armor is extremely effective at repelling the lightweight fragments. So unfortunately, I think Saint Rocha's armor is in a pretty decent spot here. Yeah. Been drinking ambrosia, stumbling around the hells. That's great. Getting some Hades flashbacks while you play some DCSS. Love it. And let's see. Could go for a few more Ice Blasts, see how they handle this time around. Not too bad. Save up enough mana for one IMB, the thing that pushes our enemies back. But we can also get one swing in, get two swings in. IMB, the son of a gun. And I think I'm willing to throw in another Ice Blast here. And there we go. Managed to take out Saint Roca without actually spending too many of our resources, which you'd love to see. And that should allow us to clear out the rest of the floor. First we have to, yes, go through each and every one of the loot piles, of course. Make sure we didn't leave anything behind. Thanks, Auto Explorer. Maybe I shouldn't cast Statue Form until we see some monsters. We keep just running out, so we're just spending extra turns wandering around slowly. That should be pretty much the end. I guess Auto Explorer is just kind of bouncing us back and forth. I thought that we were done that section. There we go, done exploring. Ooh, me oh my. Not too bad. Saint Roca is one of the scarier uniques for sure. And the fact that they can show up in Orc 2 is scary. Normally you hope to fight them somewhere in vaults instead, but managed to make it out in one piece, so all is well. It ends well. And I think I might have to hang it up for the night here in just a bit, but we can start our delve into Elf just a wee bit as well. It's kind of weird doing this before our S branches. Maybe we should at least check out Swamp. It's probably not that bad, but our spider is a nightmare thanks to Roxanne, so would kind of prefer not to head that way. At least not yet. Especially, ooh, Kite Shield for sale. And very cheap too. I will buy that game. And that means that there is even more skill rearranging that we can do here just to ensure that we get some better defenses moving on. Shields can go up to 15, and I will focus that for sure. Earth Magic can actually come off the gas for a little bit. Didn't realize quite how high we were getting that. And I don't think we found Iron Shot yet. No Iron Shot to be seen. Iron Shot, Lahudib's Crystal Sphere, any of those are huge gets if we can manage to find them. And I don't believe they were in Lahudib. They were in our spellbook shop that we saw earlier, but it's worth maybe checking it out real quick. Perfect. That is the one nice thing about games like this, is they have a lot of functionality built in, so we can use those systems to save us a lot of trouble. Maybe I would want to get Ignite Poison before I continue through the rest of Elf here. Yeah, but we can probably go through at least Elf 1, right? Ooh, Halberd of Distortion. I don't like that. So yeah, this little buddy here, I guess we can use XP. It's gonna banish us to the abyss again, I'm sure, knowing our luck. So let's make sure we use our IMB that pushes everything back, just to make sure that we don't take even a single hit more than we have to. Oh, come on. I need to kill that distortion thing. Perfect. Now I can run back a little bit, and that's much better. Even start our Toxic Radiance, making sure we poison all these bad boys around us. Very scurry, very scurry. Let's blast them, shall we? And, unfortunately, that's all of our magic points. Can start walking backwards, hoping the poison takes care of some of our problems for us. It definitely seems to be. Yeah, we even managed to kill the one invisible buddy, no problem. Love to see that. Do another Olgleb's Toxic Radiance, just to ensure that we get rid of the rest of these tricksy elves. Jeez. Yeah, a bunch of new types of elves, too. I don't recognize the Pyromancers. I guess the Zephyrmancer just got their name changed. They used to just be elf mages, right? But have they changed? Maybe I should have been checking this just to make sure that they haven't completely changed about. Oh, they simplified. They actually have less abilities than they used to. No more summons off of these buddies. I'm down with that. Does make sense in a lot of ways because in the old setup, there's a lot of like cross. I don't know the word that my brain is struggling for there. A lot of interplay between the spell lists, I guess. Should say. Okie dokie, we could try a tin of tremor stones. Would probably hit us, but I think it would also do a decent number on definitely the mages. Yes, not so much this buddy. You're just a pain in the butt, aren't you? One more step. Taking these steps slowly but surely. Getting lucky with some of the rolls, for sure, don't get me wrong. Maybe check in on our potions real quick. Nothing of too much use there. Same with scrolls. Not a whole lot, so... I feel like we do kind of want to just keep running, hoping for these good rolls. Zephyrmancer is the scary part here, so I'm going to poison them. Oh my gosh, and if they're going to blink to me, don't mind if I do. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Please. Perfect. Never doubted my mind, actually. Oh no, but now the Venom Battle Axe is going to kill us. Okay, let's do a quick check. Oops. XV on this bad boy, 30 damage plus its Battle Axe of Venom. So not looking great. I think I will quaff this Heal Wounds potion. And unfortunately, there's not really much running away for us, so let's see what else we have here. Anything that requires us to aim? Like, what are the odds of a flame hitting you? 42% to hit. Our attacks have to do it the other way, 56% to hit. Love how sometimes it's to hit, sometimes it's to evade. You just gotta pay attention. I think that's all I can do though. I have to start fighting at least once we... Ooh. I was gonna say once we get them constricted like this, we are at the advantage in terms of chance to hit. Let's see where that's at now. They only have a 13% chance to evade. But if they do, I die here. Wild. Oh, what fun. Fortunately, we're not a statue anymore, and I believe they're fast too. Let's maybe check on that real quick, because if they're not fast, we can run. They are indeed fast. Well, Roctopode, Zomtopode, whatever we're calling you these days, if this is the end of it all, it's been an honor. Oh, baby. Oh, jeez. Not a doubt in my mind, I mean, of course. Had it, never didn't have it. Perfect. Well, no, that's not a bad place. Potentially end off for the night here. We are somehow still alive on this octopode of Zom. Clearly blessed by Zom. Indeed. No other way to go about it. That's the thing, is sure, Zom banished us into the abyss for an unreasonable amount of time at a ridiculously early level, but at the end of the day, it's just because Zom knew what was best for us, and that's what we needed to, give us the motivation to get our life into gear, stop fooling around so much, figure it out. So yes, thank you, Zom. Thank you so much for everything, the highs and the lows. Does, again, make for an interesting game, if nothing else. Hey, Zom, indeed. But, yes, I think I will have to take a break for tonight. Take my foot off the gas pedal before I accidentally get us killed in my haste here. But as good of time as any, as we finally have managed to eke our way into maybe being in a comfortable spot. Never really a comfortable spot with our Lord and Savior. Love you, Zom. But let's be honest, never in a comfortable spot with Zom. You never know what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, we are finally in a good place with our statue form fully online, our vampiric trident almost hitting at once per turn, hitting at faster than once per turn. Heck yeah. I guess, oh, I'm not in statue form though. Ah, that's the difference. Didn't realize it slowed our attacks too. I thought it was just movement speed. I'm an idiot. I've used this spell so much. I think I just forgot that. That should have been something that I would have known, having used it so often, but that's funny. And yeah, no, definitely TBD. I'll take a peek at it as soon as we're off here. Definitely. And yeah, I definitely had a whole lot of fun today. A bit rough starting out with our Vampire Hunter, trying to get Nemelex's choice, but still had a whole lot of fun once we switched over to Octopodes and trying to get one off the ground. I think we only lost one Octopode, and it was in like literally the first monster that we encountered in that run, so that's been pretty solid. I'm definitely more than happy with how all this has turned out, with all the challenges thrown our way. If it was easy, no one would do it, right? So I'm glad to be experimenting in the new version here as well, trying to figure out some of the new stuff. I love the new tile sets, absolutely gorgeous. So many cool sprites for the different monsters that we see now, especially a bit more indicative of their threat levels now, which is kind of nice for new players as well. At this point, I know when you see a fluffy white sheep, you should be scared of it, but now they actually have the horns to boot, so it fits in a little bit more. I definitely hope that you all enjoyed watching as well. It was definitely a nail biter for me as well. And yeah, as long as it's not too painful to watch me stumble my way through all this nonsense, then I'm happy to have all of you around to keep me company, to help me out when things get rough, and to just have a good old time here. So thanks to all of you for hanging out, for chatting, for not chatting, whatever you're doing in the background. I really appreciate it, and it definitely means a great deal to me to just have you around as another viewer here. So thanks to all of you very much. We will definitely be back with some more tournament play at some point. Tomorrow we're back to our usual Wednesday routine, so I think we're going to be playing some more Monster Train and just kind of shooting the shit and talking about whatever comes up. Always like to spend those Wednesdays a bit more on the chatting side of things than necessarily focusing on the gameplay. But either later this week or definitely before next Wednesday, we'll be hopping back on for some more tournament on camera here, finish off with our Octopode here and figuring it all out. I'll probably have to figure out some scheduling stuff, and tomorrow after or at the end of the stream I'll have decided when we'll next be back on for this side of things, because on next Sunday we're of course back to the usual win with every species. I think we will be updating to the latest release of the game now that we're through with halflings, which is exciting in its own right for sure, and we'll be on to troll there, which I'm hoping will be not necessarily a walk in a park, but at least more straightforward. There's something beautiful about troll, and maybe even troll berserker, because that was my classic go-to when I first started playing this game as a... How old was I? Like 13? 13, 14? That was my go-to every time. Love to see it. And oh my gosh, Riffling's Regrets Awad already has a win on the board. Heck yeah, way to go team. That's awesome. Love to see it. Hopefully I'll be able to get up there too. We'll mostly just be one to play on camera, but love to see it. And I gotta pull my own weight around here, especially since it probably takes me 3 times as many runs to get a win with how the runs go sometimes here. But that's awesome. Thanks to everyone who joined the team. That's super exciting, and I've never participated in the tournaments, so by extension never been in a team before. And it's exciting stuff, especially being the team captain. Holy cow, so much responsibility. I hope I'd make us all proud. But at the end of the day here, thanks again to all you viewers. Appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed what you watched today, definitely shoot us a follow here on Twitch if you haven't already, to be notified, whenever we go live. Also, if you missed any of our previous runs, if you want to see how our attempts at getting a win with every species in the game is going, definitely head over to our YouTube channel, where those will get uploaded after our Twitch sessions. And yeah, it's been an absolutely wild ride today. I had a whole lot of fun, especially so on our Octopode of Zom. Gonna have to worship Zom more often or something like that. But yeah, if you're watching, Actually, I don't know if this is going to YouTube. I started going into my usual rant, or my usual ending, but who knows what's going to happen on that side of things. So I guess I'll just end it there. And yeah, thank you so much, Brain, for the suggestion. I will raid over to Brinth Out of Hell. I do appreciate them a whole lot, and I've definitely enjoyed seeing them around as well. So that's where we'll all be heading after this, to check out Brinth. And I do hope that regardless of all this, regardless of everything today, all the excitement, you are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. And I definitely hope to see you around either tomorrow for some chatting, or whenever the next tournament play session comes around. Looking forward to it very much so. So thanks to everyone again. Love you all. See you around. See ya.